Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. NBA The Run. Now, the last time we talked about this, it was like at the beginning of the year, which was like January. It looked promising. And so far, I've seen the trailers and all the hype up trailers, them doing the high flyers, the shooters, all this stuff. I saw all this stuff and I was very intrigued by it. And I have been keeping up with it. I just haven't talked about it. I said I'm gonna wait till the gameplay come out, and here it is. The gameplay is here. So let's watch the trailer, and then we're gonna watch the Soft Drink TV video because he actually played the game. So yeah, a lot of people was playing this game. I've seen the Black Hokage. Shout out to the Black Hokage. He gave like a quick first impressions of the early access that he was given to play. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it though.
Yo, pull out the horns, people.
Having Bobby Garcia on the mic though is crazy.
You ready?
It's too nostalgic. Okay. This is
a bun with a burger and double cheese. Incoming. We all over the world. Chicago, New York, Beijing,
Rookie Kevin Durant,
LA, Philly, Philippines. Where you at?
Okay, so they got the characters from the first iteration in here as well. So they got original characters in here, kind of like how Bonafide and Stretch was in the NBA street games. Okay, I'm fucking with it. Off the glass, hey.
It's like a pizza with no mozzarella cheese, yo, Croqueo. Shut it down, yo.
I'm fucking with it.
Get out of here, people. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for nothing. NBA The Run. You on my team? Get busy, yo. Coming June 2026.
Okay, so it's coming out, I guess we could say next month, because technically it's going to be May. So technically this would be next month. I'm hoping that they drop a beta or a demo. They gotta drop a demo. Wait, this is on all consoles, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on all consoles. I know it's on PC for sure. So if it's on PS5, it's gotta be on Xbox. If it's on Xbox, I'm good to go. But then again, I could probably do this on the PC, my new computer. I still haven't done anything with my new computer. I just bought this damn thing and I ain't even used it yet. That's crazy. But yeah. Looks good. I'm impressed. It looks good. It looks like it's gonna be fun. It's definitely giving the PlayStation 2 NBA Street vibes. I'm fucking with it. But let's watch Soft Drink TV and then I'll give my final thoughts on this.
And longtime creative director of Madden left EA, formed his own studio, and built a new basketball game on the explicit premise
the young versions
that
of certain players
are doing it the wrong way. And he wants to bring the genre back to its glory days.
Okay. Shout out to the Black Hokage though.
It's a new NBA game coming to consoles. The game's creative director might be a familiar name, Mike Young. He worked at EA Sports and EA Big, and he worked on every single NBA Street game that EA made. He also worked on FIFA Street, SSX, and was the creative director of Madden for a while. Now, no longer at EA, he partnered with Scott Probst to form a small team of passionate sports fans who want to bring back those more fun, less realistic sports games we used to love back in the day.
Yeah,
NBA
that's
The
what's
Run has
up.
been in development since 2021. Originally, the game had no NBA license and was just a street ball game. But after they first announced it, the NBA approached them and struck a deal, and now the game is fully licensed. That's pretty crazy for a self-funded indie startup. I've been telling you guys, the future of sports gaming is coming from the indie scene. NBA The Run officially releases in June of this year, so stay tuned for my eventual review of the final game. It'll
I'm gonna
release
play
on
it too
PS5,
for
Xbox
myself.
Series X and X, and on Steam.
Definitely
The game
getting this.
should be Steam Deck compatible as well, because I played this online on Linux and had no issues. It's worth mentioning that this game only has 18 people working on it. This isn't EA with thousands of employees. This is a tight-knit team. This is a revival of the EA Big style of games with modern online game modes and features. And that's something we've missed greatly. If you want to play some quick street hoops, your only option has been to play in the park in 2K with your 60 overall brown shirt. This provides a legitimate second option, and it's about time. The team behind this game, Play by Play Studios, reached out to me and invited me to a virtual event, and here's what I found. I played the game online for an hour, and I was very surprised by the feel of gameplay. It's very responsive, and it felt better to play than I expected. Mike Young mentioned that this is a game for everyone. Modern sports games can get very complex, and some people might miss the simplicity of something like NBA Jam versus the potentially intimidating sim feel of something like NBA 2K. He said that modern arcade modes in sports games are built on sim engines that value momentum and physics over feel, and he wants to prioritize making a game that just feels fun to control. He specifically called out Madden, which was funny. He said modern games are almost avoiding defense. They push you towards simming defense. And when you're actually on defense, if you make one wrong move, you can ruin the entire play, and this results in players playing it safe because it can be intimidating. His goal with NBA The Run was to make defense just as engaging and fun as offense, and I think he succeeded. This isn't a game where you spam dribble moves and cook the entire opposing team. This is a game where you have to pass or the ball will be stolen. You have to have ball movement. Controlling players on defense feels really good, steals and blocks are very effective, and players that have high defensive stats genuinely feel dangerous. Once you figure out what the opposing team is doing, you can come up with a plan to stop them. Player movement is fluid, shooting feels good, and you make shots when you would expect to, and oops and dunks are the best part. They feel awesome to pull off. It's also really fun just trying out and learning how to best use each player because they all feel so different, and making every player feel unique is something a lot of sports games do struggle with. I did have a couple issues with gameplay, and the team was very receptive to feedback, which I liked. These guys were willing to hear it. I wanted there to be a 2K style camera, because my build only had side angles, which to be fair is authentic to NBA Street, but I think most players are going to want that 2K cam. I want to see my guy from behind,
I agree.
you feel me? Also, it needs some polishing with animations and things like you shooting a jump shot right in front of the basket when you meant to dunk, because there's this arbitrary line you need to cross, and it feels like it's a bit closer to the basket than it should be. I also couldn't figure out if it was possible to set a screen. But all of my issues here are pretty minor. The core gameplay is good, and I'm hopeful that when the game officially releases, all of these little things will be improved because I did make the team aware of my feedback. The core gameplay, again, it's good, genuinely, and feels reminiscent of the NBA Street games. I came away mostly impressed after playing. The online competitive play was really good too. There is zero lag. This is because the game uses rollback netcode for online play, similar to a lot of first-person shooters. Everyone's screen shows the same thing at the same time. There's no latency, there's no hitching, there's no lagginess, there's no ball jittering. If there is a downside to this method, I didn't notice it while playing. The devs said this was key to keeping the gameplay tight and responsive while also bringing it online, and I found that it worked great in practice. My teammates and I were able to communicate live, pass instantly, throw and finish oops, etc. Every dribble move and cut feels instant. It's something you won't notice until you play, but it results in as good of an online experience as you can have for a game like this, which is pretty crazy considering the small team. Shooting is similar to 2K, as well as passing, and the dribble moves use the right stick and every player has unique moves. It's more like each direction you move the right stick in creates a single exaggerated move, rather than something you should spam left and right, like the 2K16 dribble stick, for example. You want to be very intentional when you use the right stick. It reminds me of a fighting game with NBA players, if that makes sense, although it's still basketball. The emphasis is on playing this competitively against your friends and trying out different players. The effort and detail put into every player stuck out to me. There's only going to be 32 players at launch, but that's because each player's likeness is hand sculpted by the art team, not scanned in. Okay. And every player has their own unique
abilities. Why is Josh Giddey in the game? Hell no.
So no.
Hell no. Get Josh Giddey the fuck out of here. Get P. Giddey, Jay Kelly the fuck out of here, bro.
No two players feel the same. Again, it's similar to a fighting game, where there's this balanced game of rock, paper, scissors at play. Every player has their own strengths and weaknesses, so there's a way to win with any lineup. It's not like any player is objectively better than another. The presentation was already pretty fire. You had a ton of different real-world courts, which is nice compared to NBA 2K, still using generic street courts despite their budget. Like, why is Rucker Park not in Blacktop like it was in NBA 2K5? Anyways, in NBA The Run, you can play on Rucker Park, and Bobita Garcia returns from the NBA Street Games to deliver commentary. And it's perfect, man. He has over 3,000 lines of commentary already, and they're still recording more.
Damn.
Mike Young said specifically that it was more important for them to have 32 great characters at launch that got the proper love and attention than to add 150 players that all feel mostly the same. And they did say they'll keep adding players after release. What's also really cool are these rookie variants. So you can not only be modern LeBron, you can also be rookie LeBron. And they nailed the likenesses for these rookie players. Not only do they look unique, but they play differently. They have unique animations and abilities compared to their modern versions. The team also said they want to add classic players and legends, and make sure every team has a player, because currently, there's no Jazz or Nets players. Kawhi Leonard and Damian Lillard are the latest additions, with more to come. Personally,
so they ain't put fucking Jared Jackson Jr. and fucking Lauri Markkanen on the game. And then you could have just got Michael Porter Jr. for the Brooklyn Nets, and you done. Or you could have got Jason Kidd and his New Jersey Nets in his New Jersey Nets days. One of the two.
I really want to see Kyrie Irving in this game, especially if they could add an Uncle Drew variant.
Or you could have added Kyrie for the Nets.
WNBA players were also mentioned as something that we could see down the road, and they even said streamers and influencers are on the table. In terms of game modes, I only played KO Squads, which is an online 3v3 tournament.
See, this is how NBA Live got packed up, because you're investing into these content creators that are paid by 2K. Y'all don't understand. 2K is running a monopoly. You don't think that the Cash Nasties, the Troidans, and all of them, bro, they're doing the right thing by getting the right people. The Black Hokage, Soft Drink TV, Brutal Sim. Yes, great content creators to pick up with. But if you're going to invest heavily into content creators, make sure it's the ones that are going to play this game and are going to have more of a positive outlook on this game. Don't just go get the most popular person. Don't go try to get the Troidans and Cash Nasties of the world. They paid by 2K. They're gonna shit on your game. This is exactly how NBA Live got caught up. They flew out a bunch of 2K niggas, including Chris Smooth. You invite all these niggas out, and then they play the game, and they all gave it a negative reception. They was like, man, I ain't finna play this. I ain't finna play it. Every single one of them said, stop. It's a little okay, but I ain't finna play this. Yeah, this ain't finna pop up on my channel. I'm good. And then they hop right back on 2K. They doing commercials for 2K. They getting sponsored videos from 2K. I just hope they don't go down that route. This is how NBA Live got caught up, and that's why NBA Live ain't here now.
With online matchmaking, but there's also KO Solos, the street mode, where you control all 3 players and play against another player controlling his whole lineup. There's KO Friends, where you can make custom private tournaments with up to 48 players. 48. I thought that was pretty crazy because 48 players is massive. You're going to see a ton of community tournaments This game's going to be great if you have a large group you can get together
But you only
online.
got 32
Let's say
players.
you're in Discord. If it's under 48 people, all of you can join a tournament. I think that's really cool. There's also going to be a shoot-around practice mode, and they mentioned an offline mode against the CPU. I'm hoping at launch the game has more modes, or the price at least reflects the lack of anything beyond climbing the online ranks. I'd love to see a simple franchise mode eventually. They would need generic fill-in players or a much larger roster first, but down the road that would be awesome. A career mode where you make your own player and go through a story and then play online is the most logical next step. We also need an instant replay system and a spectator mode. This is a game the developers plan to update over the coming years, so I'd expect the game to get better and deeper with time. When asked about monetization, they said at launch the game will not be pay to win, it will not have pack openings, it will not have loot boxes, and you earn cred in-game, their currency, and it can only be earned in-game.
Okay.
There are no microtransactions. The progression comes from unlocking items, badges, banners, taunts, dunks, and other animations with your cred, and you have to play to earn it. It's just like how sports games were during the glory days. I love this.
Okay.
Mike Young and Scott Probst, the CEO and founder who all used to work at EA, were both very clear that their intent is not on profiting, but instead to gift those who love basketball something fun. That sounds like the anti-NBA 2K. So this was pretty cool. This isn't a review, and I'll be honest with you guys about the game's shortcomings when it releases, but hopefully this ends up being a banger that puts fun over-the-top sports games back on the menu. If this works, Play-by-Play Studios could become the true successor to EA Sports Big as they grow, and the return of arcade-leaning, fully licensed sports games is something I've been wanting for years. This game releases in June, and I'll keep you guys posted. If you have any specific questions you want to ask me since I did play the game early, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I'll answer them when I can. Thanks for watching.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to say this. And I got to get my thoughts. I got to get this out the way. I'm going to let this play in the background while you did. Loop it. Alright, let me say this. Now, from what I've seen around from the people that have played it, a lot of them are basically saying that this is good. A lot of them are saying it's good. There's probably a little bit of animations and mechanics that possibly could get touched up on. A couple of things that's needed for this game to feel good. I noticed that every single one of them said the cameras. And I have to agree. You have to have more camera angles. I don't care if it's an arcade game or a simulation game. All sports games need different camera angles. We need different angles to see the floor. Some people play better with the camera behind the players. Or some people play better with the camera at a certain angle with the players. But for the most part, yes, you do have to have multiple camera angles. I do agree with that. In the modern day sports games, yes, you need to have more camera angles than just a side view. You can't do that no more. Other than that, though, I know a lot of people are gonna say the animations, the anime. This is where I have to shit on y'all. That for the people that's gonna say that, because you're one track minded. You only focus on the animations. Here's the thing with the animations. Are they good? Not really. But here's the thing, though. And here's why I'm not going to make a big deal about the animations. They're an independent studio. They only have 18 workers, people working on this game. They only have 18 developers working on this game. So with that being said, we can't compare it to 2K. It's a brand new independent company. We have to let them do their thing. We have to let them cook. We have to let them do their thing. We can't just come up in here and be on some, all these animations are whack. All these animations don't look crazy, bro. It's not as smooth as 2K. It doesn't have to be like 2K. Now, when it comes to a company, now if this was EA making this game, then yeah, I would definitely have to be like, yo, the animations, what's going on, EA? But because this is a newer company and they fresh and they just getting started, let's make sure this game succeeds. Let's make sure this game succeeds. It's as long as we make sure that this game succeeds, I think we have something that can. I think we will have something. So if they make a sequel, I'm pretty sure the animations will be a lot better. I'm pretty sure we'll get something even better in the near future. I just say let this game succeed. Let it succeed. Let's not shit on it. Let's let it succeed. Now, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But this is what I fear. I fear a lot of the 2K dick riders coming out the woodwork and saying this game is trash, the animations are terrible, it's not like 2K, I don't like how this person look. They start making fun of how the players look. They start saying, look at this right here, bro. They don't even do this. It's like, bro, it's an independent company. They're not gonna have a perfect game. We have to come to that understanding that this is from the ground up. This is a ground up. They building a game from the ground up on their own. They're not gonna have it all together for the first game. It's not gonna be like that. Okay, this isn't EA backing this game. They don't have a $100 million budget to work with here. I'm pretty sure they had to work with what they could. So let's support that. Let's make that work. But I know that the 2K dick riders are going to say the animations are terrible, the players look weird, everything is cartoonish, nothing looks realistic. This game ain't it, bro. They gonna say it right out the box because it's not 2K. I just hope that their voices aren't as loud as the people who actually enjoy the game and play the game. Like, let's play and enjoy the game. Now, I know y'all probably say, bro, you ain't even got your hands on the game yet, so how can you say it's going to be good or not? I'm not saying that at all. If it's bad, it's bad. Okay? We call it out for what it is. But but for what I'm seeing, and for what everybody's saying, and these are reputable people that I trust, I think that this is going to be good. I don't think this is going to be a bad game. From what I'm seeing, this looks like a breath of fresh air from 2K. And that's why we wanted. We've been wanting an NBA streak to come back. Now we finally got it. Let's support it. Let's support it. Let's help them get enough of a budget so that way they can make a sequel that's 10 times better than the first game. That's where I'm standing with it. I think this is going to be a dope ass game. Now, what would the price of it be? I don't know. Hopefully it's 60 and under. That's what I'm hoping for. 60 and under. Because if it's $70 or $80, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. But, you know what I'm saying? But, for the most part, man, I think this will be a good game, man. I think it will. I'm hoping that it will. They saying it's coming out it's coming out around June. So hopefully they put a demo out in May. If they put a demo out in May, hey, we good to go. But for the most part, man, it looks good. It looks fun. Do I see a couple of wonkiness going on? Yeah, but it ain't nothing too major. It ain't like I don't see. Hopefully, it's nothing that's gonna break the game. Hopefully, it's just like aesthetics. Like it just look like that, but it's not gonna really mess with the game. That's all I'm hoping for. But anywho, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I'm definitely gonna support it. We just need to support it, man. Cause how are we going to move past 2K when we got games like this that are where the devs are passionate? They actually give a fuck and actually want to listen to what you say, so that way they can improve the game. With that being said, like, bro, 2K not gonna do that for you. These people actually care. So I would rather give them a chance than keep sticking around with the same old. Because if they succeed, then others will come along. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's why I say, let's support this. Let's support independent projects. Build them up, push 2K to the side, and let's do something, man. 2K is the same game every year. It's copy and paste, more microtransactions, more ways to get money out your pocket. This right here is a passion project. They taking it back to where you get rewarded for just playing the game. Ain't no microtransactions. Ain't no pay to win methods. Ain't no cheating and all this shit with the Zens and all that shit. This is just a straight up fun to play basketball game with good servers. They are basically saying we will compete with 2K. We ain't got no problem competing with 2K. And we gonna do the things that they refuse to do. So I say, let's go for it. Let's support them, and let's hope that this leads to more independent studios putting out projects, passionate projects, because they seem passionate about this. So I'm here to support it 100%. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see you on the next video. Most definitely. I hope they drop a demo. They gotta drop a demo. They gotta give people a chance to get their hands on it and play it real quick, and then put the game out. They gotta put a demo out there. Make it a free trial demo, whatever. But anyway, so I'm gonna see you on the next video. Till then, this is.